Hi, my name is Caitlin Akon. I played Enid on The Walking Dead, and you are watching Comiverse.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Tony's Comic Spotlight. In this weekly episodic series, I spotlight some of the best comics put to print.
In this week's episode, we celebrate the first appearances of Eros, aka Starfox, Kronos, Mentor, Drax the Destroyer, the Blood Brothers, and Thanos by shining the spotlight on Iron Man issue number 55 from 1972. If you are enjoying the content, please feel free to like and subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell to be notified of our latest videos. Feel free to leave a comment as well. I hope you enjoy the videos. And now, on to our featured story.
Iron Man in Beware the Blood Brothers. Drax the Destroyer telepathically warns Iron Man about the Blood Brothers, but the two villains are already battling him. The duo renders him unconscious and transports to Thanos' desert base. Thanos confronts Drax and reveals that he has been monitoring him and simply chose not to interfere. On Titan, Mentor prepares to aid Drax. As Iron Man is led into Thanos' base, he fights back against the Blood Brothers and evades them. While he is trying to free Drax, Thanos enters and steps on his hand, damaging his right gauntlet. The Blood Brothers recapture Iron Man, but Mentor and Isaac send a blast of energy from Titan and through Iron Man's unibeam, destroying Drax's manacles. Drax and Iron Man quickly best the Blood Brothers. Thanos prepares to destroy the base, but Drax obliterates the self-destruct switch. Iron Man punches Thanos' head, only to shatter it apart, revealing Thanos has gone, leaving a robot duplicate in his place. Suspecting a booby trap, Drax advises Iron Man to exit quickly. The base is destroyed just as they depart. Drax is certain that Thanos still lives and that he will face him again. He thanks Iron Man for aiding the people of Titan. The end. Kronos stopped Uranos from taking over the world. Although the Eternals were blessed by the Celestials and chosen to protect the Earth to keep it safe from insurgencies both inside and out, it wasn't a truly foolproof plan. Even Thanos came up and ruined things for everyone. There was Uranos, Kronos' very own brother, who decided that he was much superior to the rest of the population and deserved to be a god and rule over them. He started a bloody war to accomplish this mission of his. Unfortunately for him, Kronos got in the way, and with the help of Oceanus, stopped Uranos from committing more acts of violence. He spared his brother in the end, but banished him from Earth, leaving Uranos to establish Uranus as his homeworld. Kronos created Eon as a deterrent to Thanos. Although Eon never quite directly influenced the events of the universe, as an entity that had a firm grip over time and the passing of time, it knew that there were crucial moments where its cosmic knowledge could be put to good use in the victory of good over evil. It was responsible for assigning myriad beings for the role of protector of the universe, and it was also the one who helped Captain Marvel to finally defeat Thanos. In the main timeline, Earth 616, it is revealed to have been created by Eternity, but in the Earth 9997 version, it is said that Kronos was the one who made Eon, with the express purpose of being Thanos' downfall one day. Kronos was responsible for awarding his family immortality. When the Celestials first arrived on Earth, they had one purpose: to create two races out of the humans. The Deviants got the shorter end of the stick and were born hideous and steady, but the Eternals were blessed with the appearance of humans while having a much longer life. This boon was furthered to immortality due to that one tiny experiment gone wrong by Kronos. The main consequence of the accident was his own transformation into a spectral being, but a secondary after effect was the granting of immortality to the Eternal species. Kronos approved the setting up of a civilization on Titan. After leaving Zurich to take care of Earth, Alars, aka the Mentor, conferred with his father, now a cosmic entity, and chose Titan as his new home. His father approved of his decision and kept an eye on the civilization as time went on. He was particularly watchful of his grandson Thanos, who would go on to cause much destruction on Titan and elsewhere. But before that came to be, Titan grew steadily as a society with the Mentor and his wife Suisun at the helm. Among the many feats of the Titanian society was the supercomputer Isaac, which could create life and protect it. Kronos created Drax the Destroyer. Arthur Douglas was a happy man with his little family when Thanos came and destroyed that perfect life. He not only killed Arthur but his family as well, and while his corporeal form couldn't be saved, Kronos found a way to harness his soul and consciousness and find a new home in a tougher body. This new being that he created he named Drax the Destroyer. He made Drax and blessed him with powers for a single purpose, to defeat Thanos at every opportunity from there on. Drax never lost the opportunity to fight the Mad Titan, sometimes even taking on the help of superheroes to do so. Usually Thanos does not have much trouble assembling teams or armies to fight for him, but before the Black Order, or the countless armies that served him, the Mad Titan's first minions were the Blood Brothers and his Butcher Squadron on his side. Gary and Rahos Blood were two of the Thanos' earliest acolytes, and they debuted alongside him in 1973's Iron Man number 55, but they started serving him long before then. The two aliens were present when the Mad Titan first picked up Gamora in 2019's Thanos number 2. The brothers, as well as the rest of the Butcher Squadron, were unsuccessful in recapturing Gamora when she escaped her cell aboard Thanos' space station. Gary and Rios proved they were on equal footing as some of Thanos' veteran followers when they called out Ebony Maw for allowing Gamora to escape. Thanos would later entrust the Blood Brothers to watch over his initial base on Earth in their shared debut. Tony Stark is seen fighting the brothers, who easily subdue the Golden Avenger. The pair loaded unconscious Iron Man aboard their spaceship before ascending towards Thanos' great base. Starfox was created by Jim Starlin. While talent like Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko, and so many more are responsible for laying the groundwork of the Marvel Universe, other creators came in and built upon it. Many of these creators were fans of the original work, the first generation of comic fans to work in the industry. One of the members of this new generation of creators was Jim Starlin. Jim Starlin took the blueprints of Cosmic Marvel created in Lee and Kirby's Fantastic Four and greatly expanded on them. Starfox was one of the expansions. Starlin made him a part of a family that would be one of the most infamous in Marvel history because of his brother, Thanos. Starfox is not as powerful as his brother Thanos. Thanos is one of the most devastatingly powerful beings in the Marvel Universe. In superhero comics, siblings are often similarly powered. Even alternate universe siblings like Cable and Rachel Summers have powers that are about on the same level as the others. This is not the case with Thanos and Starfox. While Starfox has all the requisite powers of an Eternal, as well as his own special power of mind control, Thanos enhanced all of his powers. Starfox is certainly powerful, but he cannot hold a candle to Thanos. Starlin aped Kirby's use of human mythology in giving Starfox his real name. Jack Kirby was a man who loved mythology and modernizing it. The Eternals are a perfect example of this. Makari's name is reminiscent of Mercury, the Roman version of Hermes. Zeus for Zeus, Athena for Athena. Starlin would use this naming convention with both Starfox and his brother Thanos. Thanos was named for Thanatos, the Greek god of death, and Starfox was called Eros, the Greek god of love. This made him the opposite of his brother Thanos, as love and death are often seen as opposing forces. Starlin honored Kirby's Eternals naming convention and used it to his advantage, adding nuance to the characters for those who knew Greek mythology. Starfox's mind control powers are some of the strongest in comics. Comics are full of characters who can control minds, and Starfox is among the illustrious number. As an Eternal, he possesses a powerful psionic talent. He also has an extra power that makes his mind control abilities different from others. Starfox can stimulate the pleasure centers of the beings around him, making them indulge themselves in ways they normally wouldn't. This power, combined with his psionic abilities, allow him to defuse most combat situations before they start. Starfox can turn fierce battles into dance parties at the drop of a hat, which can be a pretty useful ability. Mentor is the leader of the Titanian colony, where he is the father of Thanos and Starfox, the adopted father of Moondragon, the son of Kronos, the brother of Zeus, and the nephew of Uranos. His backstory was based on mythology. Some years later, he was retconned to be a member of the Eternals, a race in the Marvel Universe created by Jack Kirby, separately based on Greek mythology. Drax regains his memories in Captain Marvel issue number 31, also written and drawn by Starlin. This issue sees Drax join the original Captain Marvel, and the Avengers to stop Thanos from acquiring the Cosmic Cube. The cube, among the most powerful weapons in the Marvel Universe, helps restore Drax's memories. Drax loses his purpose, though, after Captain Marvel defeats Thanos. This robs Drax of the chance to get revenge and leaves him cold and bitter for some time to come. When Drax regains his memories, he learns his daughter Heather actually survived. More than that, she grew up to become Moondragon, a powerful telepath who aided him in fighting Thanos. Mentor, who ranks with the most powerful Eternals, found Heather and took her to Titan. There she developed her mental powers. She first appeared in the Invincible Iron Man issue number 54 as Madame McEvil, before becoming Moondragon. Moondragon remains a prominent character in the comics. Drax eventually returned and reunited with Moondragon as part of the Infinity Watch. Comic book fans know Adam Warlock assembled this team in the 1990s to protect the Infinity Gems. He assigned a gem to a member to ensure no one ever used them as Thanos did in the Infinity Gauntlet. Warlock assigned Drax the Power Gem, giving Drax enormous responsibility. This backfired immediately as the resurrected Drax lacked his memories and the mental acuity. He swallowed the stone upon receiving it. Drax helped form the new Guardians of the Galaxy team to defend the galaxy against epic threats like Annihilus. He joined other notable but somewhat obscure comic characters like Star-Lord, Rocket Raccoon, Gamora, and Groot, and immediately proved a valuable addition in battles against Adam Warlock and other threats. The new Guardians team also linked up with the original team from the 31st century to fight the Badoon. Drax's power and abilities have drastically changed throughout the many years of the character's galactic gallivanting. The classic Drax was able to zip along through the vacuum of space at near light speed. He also possessed an insane strength level ability. Literally, Drax punched his way through planets and destroyed stars from the inside out. He also could communicate telepathically across vast distances, such as when he sent a dire warning to Tony Stark in Iron Man issue 55. With the Infinity Gem of Power, all of his already supremely powerful abilities skyrocketed to unfathomable proportions. Drax's modern skill set makes him no pushover either. Although he can no longer fly or produce energy blasts, Drax was able to defeat Thanos in 2006's Annihilation, as Drax produced some sort of energy aura when he closed in on his mortal enemy and ripped Thanos' still-beating heart from the Titan's chest. Thanos is an Eternal from Titan born with Deviant Syndrome. Thanos was one of the last sons of Alars, also known as Mentor. Born with a massive deformed body and hideous-like skin, it was clear from birth that he had Deviant Syndrome, a rare condition where an Eternal more closely resembles their enemies, the Deviants. At birth, his mother attempted to kill him. During his school years, Thanos was a pacifist and would only play with his brother Eros. Due to his deformities, he became a morose child, one obsessed with the concept of death. Like all Eternals, Thanos is essentially immortal. He possesses the natural ability to synthesize cosmic powers for whatever he sees fit. He also possesses limitless strength, durability, and intelligence. Through bionic implantation and meditation, Thanos augmented his natural Eternal powers and surpassed all the other Eternals in Titan. Thanos killed his family. As his powers grew, so did his ambition for conquest and destruction. Thanos stole one of his people's starships and traveled to Kronos, searching for mercenaries and malcontents for a large private army. Amassing a small fleet, he dropped nuclear bombs on his homeworld of Titan, killing thousands of people, including his mother Suisan. He declared himself the ruler of what remained of Titan, and he set his sights on the nearby planet Earth. Shortly after this, Thanos met the embodiment of death itself. Death, in the form of a human female, became Thanos' companion, drawn to him by his dedication to nihilism as well as the genocide of his own people. As an adult, Thanos attempts to create a new life for himself by starting a family. He is visited again by Mistress Death, for whom he murders his new family. Thanos has a subconscious desire to lose. At one time, Thanos gained the Infinity Gauntlet and united the Infinity Gems. Granted with omnipotence, he wiped out half of the universe's population as a tribute to his love, Death. Still spurning him despite his tribute to her, Thanos became angrier than ever and more determined to prove his worth. Earth's collected heroes alongside cosmic entities Love, Hate, the Stranger, Epoch, Chaos, Order, and Galactus battled Thanos. Despite their massive power levels, they could not defeat him. Thanos had overlooked his grandniece Nebula, who was able to remove the gauntlet from his hand, undoing all that he had done. Eventually, Adam Warlock would possess the Infinity Gauntlet, ending the crisis. After Thanos obtained and lost the Infinity Gauntlet, he was led to a period of introspection. Adam Warlock recognized that Thanos' efforts to obtain omnipotence had been thwarted not only by the intervention of superheroes, but by Thanos' own self-doubt and anxiety. His subconscious belief that he wasn't good enough held him back each time. Thanos once owned a Thanos copter and was arrested by regular cops. And another less than stellar moment for the Mad Titan. This embarrassing defeat also occurred in the same issue that Thanos was flying around in a helicopter. Spidey Super Stories number 39, Who Will Get the Cosmic Cube? Thanos tried to steal the Cosmic Cube, so Hellcat and Spider-Man got to work to prevent him from doing so. Hellcat kicked the powerful item out of the Mad Titan's hand, and it fell into an alleyway where it was found by a small child who used his almighty power to conjure up an ice cream for himself. Thanos tried to retrieve the cosmic ice cream maker, but was stopped by the aforementioned Spider-Man and Hellcat. The police were called, they arrived on the scene, and Thanos was arrested and sent to jail. Thanos disappeared for almost a decade. After his debut and a few longer storylines through the early to mid-70s, Thanos only made a few sporadic appearances toward the end of the decade. He was notably absent during the majority of these, aside from flashbacks and a small role in the Death of Captain Marvel graphic novel in 1982. He did not reappear fully until 1990 with an appearance in Silver Surfer and the start of the Thanos quest. This story led to the event that would forever change the foe's standing in the pantheon of Marvel villains, the Infinity Gauntlet.
I want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch this video as we took a look at Iron Man issue number 55, which featured the first appearances of Thanos, Drax the Destroyer, the Blood Brothers, Mentor, Kronos, and Starfox. If you're enjoying the content, please consider liking and subscribing and ringing the bell for future notifications. Now for the next couple weeks, I'm going to take a break on the spotlight since I've pretty much been doing these consistently with the exception of last week. And coming up in 2 weeks on March 29th, we'll return with the next episode of Tony's Comic Spotlight, which will spotlight the first appearance of Darkseid in Forever People issue number 1. So that should be pretty cool. So until next time, everyone be safe, take care, and God bless. See ya.